So here's a math trick. You tell your person you're doing the trick to think of to write down a three-digit number, and to make it so that the first digit is bigger than the last digit, and any number is in the middle. And tell them to make the number larger than 100. So you tell them to think of their number, to write down, or just to think of their number. And as they're thinking of it, you, on a piece of paper, say you're going to read their minds, and you write down the number 1089 and kind of put it somewhere. Then, tell the person you're doing the trick to reverse the three digits and to subtract those two numbers. Then tell the person to reverse those three digits and add the two numbers. Tell them to write down what their number is, which is 1089, and then flip over your paper and say, there you go, I read your mind. So the question is, why does this trick work? Well, first thing that's going to happen when you do the subtraction, because the 6 was bigger than the 3, when you do this first subtraction, 3 minus 6, you're going to have to borrow from here. And here we get 13 minus 6, 7. Originally, these two numbers in the middle are the same. So when I borrow from the 5, it becomes a 4. Now I need to borrow again. And what will end up happening is that this number in the middle will always become a 9. When I subtract 5 minus 3, I get 2. Now, so I always get a 9 in the middle. But something else happens, and that's that the first and last digit are always going to add up to 9. And here's why that is. It might be easier to use variables. So I'm going to say, what if my number was A5B, then I subtract B5A. Now when I borrow, this B becomes 10 plus B. That's what happens, just like the 3 became the 13. And when I borrow from here, this becomes A minus 1, and this became 14. When I subtract these numbers, the digit here is going to be 10 plus B minus A. That's sort of the last digit. This becomes a 9 in the middle. And when I subtract A minus 1 minus B, I get just that, A minus 1 minus B. That's my first digit. When you add these two things together, you get A minus 1 minus B plus 10 plus B minus A. The A's cancel out, the B's cancel out, and we're left with 9. So the first and last digit are going to add up to 9. Well, if the first and last digit really add up to 9, then when I add them together, I'm going to get 9. When I add these together, I'm going to get 9 also. But there's going to be a carry, because if the middle digit's 9, 9 plus 9 is always going to be 18. That's where the 8 comes from. Carry the 1. 7 plus 2 is 9 again, plus the other one is 1089. And that's why the magic number 1089 always comes up when you do this. One quick thing to mention, if you picked a number like 352 is the first number, and you switch it around to 53, okay, you get 9 here. You get 9, and then you get a 0. So this is going to happen anytime this first digit is one more than the last digit. So the trick seems to break down, but when you reverse the three digits, don't make it 99 again, make it 990. And you still get 1089. So just, you could either tell the person to pick it so that their first digit is at least 2 more than the last digit, or tell them that if they get 99 to call it 099 before they reverse it and add.